Emma. This is my channel, Journey to the Organised Home. If you are new here, a big warm welcome to you. And if you are not new here, a big warm welcome back to you guys. I've recently had quite a few new subscribers, so I just wanted to say thank you so much for subscribing and welcome to the channel. Today we are going to be talking about this laundry hamper behind me. I just firstly wanted to apologise. I'm a little bit sick at the moment, so I apologise for my voice. I also apologise for my not having any mascara or eyelashes on. I have been sick, so I haven't been able to go and get them done. I'm just rocking it without anything on there to give my poor little lashes a break. So with all that aside, let's get into today's video. So today I'm going to be talking about this laundry hamper here behind me, which you can get from Kmart. It's called the Laundry Hamper Cabinet. The reason why I'm doing a video on this hamper is because I have just thought of so many different ways that you can use it, and I've also put quite a bit of research into buying this hamper, so I just thought I would let you guys know about some of the stuff that I come across along the way in case you're interested in buying this one as well. So firstly, this one is from Kmart. I bought this one in my last Shop With Me video from Kmart, which you can watch right here if you like. When I was putting this together initially, I actually did think it was going to take a lot less time than it did. It actually took about 2 hours putting it together by myself, and there was a couple of little bits and pieces that I stuffed up along the way. So one of the things that I just wanted to say to make sure of when you are putting it together is to make sure that all of these lines are all kind of facing the same way at the back, because these lines are going to be used as slots to put the back of the cabinet together. So this might seem super obvious to some people, but I definitely stuffed this up and I had to go back and fix it. So make sure you do this when you're putting it together. And I also had 2 little plastic bits at the end, and I'm not exactly sure where they were supposed to go. They were like clear little things, looked like they were supposed to go in holes or something. I don't know where they were supposed to go, but maybe if you're putting it together, check the instructions to see if those are supposed to go somewhere. When I did put this together, I did also forget to put in these little metal bars that stop the cabinet doors from falling all the way out. So just make sure that when you're putting them together that you do remember to put those little things in the holes so that the cabinets stay open while you're putting things inside of it. So with that aside, there is a couple of different ways that I tried out using this particular hamper. I bought this laundry hamper because I intended to use it in the kitchen to separate garbage and recycling. We didn't really have a situation sorted at the moment, so I thought this would be a really good solution. Our kitchen is an annoying design, so we can't actually put this in the kitchen. There's no real good spot for a bin in our kitchen, so I wanted something that's going to look nice that can stay outside of the kitchen as well. So one of the hard things that I found with this was actually finding the bin size that would fit the inside of this laundry hamper. So I had a look around on a couple of social media sites and just was doing a bit of research as to what kind of bin would fit. And then I was at the reject shop and I saw these bins that just looked like they would fit perfectly. And they didn't actually have the lids for them, so I got them super cheap. But the bins are actually $15 each if you do buy them from the reject shop. Because they didn't have the lids though, I got them 2 for $15. And that was obviously perfect for what I needed. And I didn't need the lid, so that worked out really well. But the bins that I used were $15, which you can get from the reject shop. Now that is a little bit expensive, I know, so I will post the measurements to the bin that I used down in the description box below in case you want to find a bin that's a little bit cheaper and still fits the inside of this hamper. So this bin is just the right height, because if you had it any taller, it wouldn't really properly fit into the hamper without cutting a hole in the back of the bin, which definitely is something that you can do. I did see that on Facebook. Someone got a larger bin and cut a hole out the back of it so that it could fit inside, but I'm too lazy for that. This is what it looks like with the recycling on one side and then the rubbish bin on the other side. It's not a huge bin, it's only a 27-litre bin, so it's something that's going to have to be changed a little more regularly than it used to be in our house, but that's totally fine. If anything, the recycling will probably get emptied a little bit more often now, which would be really good. So another idea that I thought would be really good for this hamper, which I would totally use in my upstairs walk-in wardrobe if I had bought more than one. I honestly should have bought 3. This hamper is really good for putting in shoes. It's probably not actually super great for putting in men's shoes. I did try with Benny's shoes, but they were a little bit too big to put inside more than 2 or 3 pairs. but with my shoes, I could put in heaps of different pairs of shoes in there. I thought this was a really good storage solution for shoes, especially if you wanted to put it somewhere in your wardrobe or next to the front door, somewhere with easy access. But like I said, it is going to be better for kids' shoes or women's shoes that aren't too big, otherwise you just can't fit that many pairs in there. So I had this huge basket of shoes in my wardrobe, which I have put into this cabinet, and I think it looks so nice, all tucked away, neat and tidy in here. I really wish I'd bought another one for my upstairs bedroom. So another really cool thing that I tried out with this hamper is using it to store dog food and dog supplies. I emptied out our current container of dog food into the bin, basically just to see how it would hold. And it is pretty heavy, but it does hold it in there. The instructions for this do say that you should fix it to the wall. So if you're doing any of these hacks with this, you should definitely fix it to the wall. If you have kids or anything like that that is going to pull down on these and potentially, tip it over, definitely fix it to the wall if you're going to be putting heavy stuff in there especially. So putting the dog food in the cabinet worked really, really well for me. I really like that you could just pull it out, scoop the dog food out, and then just close it up and have it all tucked away. I really like this idea. And if I ever do find these back in stock, I'm definitely going to buy one for our dog food as well. On one side here, you could have all of the dog food and your scoop, just put it in the bin there. And then on the other side, you could have, more dog food if you have heaps of dogs or whatever. You could have cat food. I've used this, well, I haven't used this, but I thought that I could use this for the dogs' blankets, their fly spray, their treats, just those kinds of things that are easy to make them nice and easily accessible, to put them next to the door with their dog food. I just thought this was a really cool little hack that you can do with this as well. But the other thing is that you do have to put the dog food and everything into the bins. So getting the bins that fit this really is a good hack. It makes it a lot more versatile in what you can use this for. So the other thing that you could use this for that I don't actually have an example of because I don't have any kids is that I thought this would be a super good storage solution for toys as well. But I just thought this would be super good for like soft toys or even puzzles. I don't know, anything kids have, you can just shove it in there, blankets, whatever. Please don't hate on me because I don't really know exactly what kids have, but I'm sure kids could put stuff in here and it would be good for them. And you definitely wouldn't need the bins for this. You could definitely use the soft inserts that you would usually use for the laundry and just use those for the kids stuff instead. So another thing that I thought was kind of cool that you could do with this cabinet, which I didn't personally do myself, but I am definitely thinking about trying it out. So let me know if you do try it out down in the comments below. But I have seen these really cute little handles that you can get from Kmart, and I definitely think that these could look really cute with a couple of those different handles on there that you can get from Kmart. So there are these little rattan ones that I saw, and I think those are the ones that I'm going to try and put on this next time I go to Kmart. And I know they have a couple of different styles, and you could also just get a different handle from Bunnings or anywhere like that and put a different handle on it. Or if you wanted to make the top different, you could laminate the top or put some sort of a contact on the top. You could do that before you put it together, or you could put it on after you put it together. It just depends on the kind of look that you're going for. But there's definitely a couple of different ways that you could customize this unit. So something else I noticed when I finished putting this hamper together was that there is quite a big gap on one side of the door, and then on the other side of the door, there's like almost no gap at all. And I did try really hard to fix this. I swapped the hinges around and did a couple of things, and it just was like this every time. But guys, to be honest, it's $59. It's from Kmart. You kind of get what you pay for. I think that it is pretty good considering that it is not the most expensive thing, but it still definitely works. This side is just a little bit harder to open than the other side, and it catches a little bit. I could probably try and fix it even more if I wanted to, but it's good enough for me. So that's just how I'm going to keep it for now. But that definitely is a little bit of a downside to this cabinet. Not the absolute best quality, but again, can you be surprised when you're paying so little for it and you're getting it from Kmart? If you did like this video, please consider subscribing, and I'll make sure I do another shop with me video soon because you guys absolutely bloody love that. If you did like this video as well, please give it a like so I know you like this video too. And thank you so much for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.